What's up, guys? Welcome back to PC Building Simulator. Today we got a couple of computers to build or to upgrade. This one here, it needs a new CPU. This one here is a hard drive replacement, and this one here is a 4 GB upgrade. So this one actually you have to complete by end of the day, or like by the end of a deadline is what I should say. In fact, the deadline for that computer is this right here. So, just go to email. And yeah, okay. So, I believe I've got all the parts already. I believe I got all the parts already. Some of these, I got to looking at some of the money rewards, and some of them aren't that good. You gotta actually watch how much you're spending, because for example this processor was $150, I believe, and what you had to do was you had to buy he had a Ryzen 3 1200 in there, and you had to get one that was better, so I got him the Ryzen 3 1300X. Now, thing is, the payment for this computer is only, let me look at it, it's 190. So we're already only getting, come on now, we are only getting we're only getting $40. Then you got to pay shipping. So if we look at the shipping, it's not going to show shipping, so just add that to cart just to kind of prove my point. So to get next day delivery is $30, so that you only get $10 for your deal here. Now, and then you can get the 3 to 5 working day shipping for $10. That's still $60. See here, so 190, that's still $160. So you're still only getting $30 profit on that. Plus, so you got to watch what you're spending on, because originally I was going to get the guy let's take this out of the cart first. Originally I was going to get him the Ryzen 5 1400, but look, it's $170. So honestly, this was the cheapest way I could do it. So you gotta now that I know that, I don't think I actually put any thermal paste on this, but now that I know that, now that I actually sat down and looked at it, I'm like, oh crap, you gotta actually manage what you buy. So you can't just give these guys the most amazing awesome stuff on the market. You actually got to pay attention to how much money you're actually making versus, being a nice guy and giving them the best stuff. Now you still want to try to get the highest quality stuff you can, but you gotta pay attention to how much money you're spending. So this particular computer, we also have to run 3D Mark. So install our USB. 3D Mark. Alright, so while that's doing that, this one is the RAM. So I already got the RAM installed, or not installed, but I've already bought the RAM. So because that makes perfect sense. Alright, so memory 4 gigs. Alright, so we've got 2 computers ready for our install. Alright, so now we got to work on our cable management. I actually ran into a problem with this game. So I actually ran into a issue running this game with my Elgato capture card. I don't know if you guys know this, but I tend to record my videos in two different ways. I either use the Windows 10 game bar that came with the computer, and I also use my Elgato game capture. Well, for whatever reason, it doesn't like this game. Every time I open the game, or the game doesn't like the Elgato. And so every time I open the game, it actually causes the game to freeze and then crash. So, right, I guess, I tend to go with the... Oh, our USB's on the other computer. I tend to go with the Elgato when I can, because it's, to me, I feel like it was a better investment. It's a better capture device than the standard Windows 10 game bar. But apparently for this game in particular, this is the only game I've actually had problems with. The Elgato doesn't work. So, alright, so it's still going. Now this next computer, it needs a hard drive replacement. So I also bought the computer, or the hard drive for that. It needs a, it needs, I don't know. I bought a terabyte hard drive for it. So, why am I not running? So that's, that's kind of where I was at. I was kind of disappointed because I like the Elgato better. It's just a cleaner capture, I feel. I have to do a lot less enhancement stuff, and honestly, it captures the audio better, in my opinion. So, I don't know. I like, I mean, this will work, but I'd prefer to use my Elgato capture card than this. Alright. Let's go ahead and start working on the hard drive one. This one right here. Alright, so it doesn't actually tell you which hard drive. Oh, well, this one you gotta use the back panel. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did already do these builds when the game, because I actually got my Elgato working for a while and then it crashed, and so this is all rerun stuff that I've already done, so I already know how what parts I need. That, in fact, that's why I was that's in fact why I was actually telling y'all about paying attention to what you buy, is because I didn't realize how expensive some of the stuff is. So you actually do, so in a way it was kind of a godsend that I crashed, because it saved me some money. Let's put it that way. Alright, so gotta boot up the computer. Alright, so 3139. Okay, took our flash drive out. Okay. Alright, and that's all the computers we have today. Let's go collect our dues. Collect. And collect. Alright, so we got ourselves, now we can get a 1500X and a GTX 980. We need to diagnose and fix, so accept. This mission requires you to figure out what's wrong with the PC before being able to order parts. So that computer's in transit. Creating a film archive for posterity. Okay, so that guy's just thanking us for our work, I guess. I did put in a better hard drive than there was. Oh, we also get an R9 280 gaming 3 gig. Okay, so he needs 4 gigs of RAM. So for these, I've actually been just getting 4 gig modules and installing that and taking out the extra stuff. Okay, so here's another. Oh, okay. 3204. We'll have to check out his computer build first. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Alright, so we need to order 4 gigs of RAM, and that's all we can do for now. We're going to have to wait for this to come in before we can see what he needs. In fact, what we'll probably do is actually benchmark the computer at first, just to see how far off we need and see how far off we are, and then upgrade it from there. So we do need a 4 gig module of RAM. So let's go to shop, memory, add to cart, and yeah, do next day shipping. Alright, so that's all we need there. And oh, so the utility bill came. It's actually $96 for this one. I don't know if it changes, but so that's what happens there. And so that's pretty pretty reasonable. Now we do have rent to pay for, and that's $500, and we're only at $864 right now. So we will have to actually pay attention pretty soon. Now, I think that's all we're going to do for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a pretty good. Wow, it just started pouring. Holy crap, was it even supposed to rain today? Better shut the window. Alright, guys. Anyway, that's going to do it for this. I hope you guys are enjoying it. The first episode that I released a couple weeks ago did really well, and it seems to be doing pretty well still. A lot of these are pre-recorded. I record a whole bunch of them in one sitting and then post them. So, while you guys may be on episode 10 or whatever this is. So this actually might be episode. Let's see here. No, this is episode 6. Anyway, so while it may be 2 weeks since the first video came out or something like that, it's actually only been 10 minutes for me. So, but I did already. So the first 5 videos are already out, and so far the return has been pretty well. So I hope you guys continue to enjoy this. It's just kind of fun to kind of screw around, mess with these computers. What does that say? Sell away. Got some kind of anime tank game. Alright, guys. So that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you are. I'll see you guys next time.